Yeah, this is Nathan. You know, in Good News Tree Service, we get to work on some of the most beautiful properties. High-end, beautiful homes here on this golf course. And this is one of the most exquisite, nice landscapes that in this whole neighborhood. And so I'm going to take a quick little tour here. It's a courtyard, a beautifully bricked courtyard, kind of done in the Japanese style. The owner of this place, he spent time in China, and so he does his own pruning, a lot of his own pruning, and it's in the most beautiful kind of a Japanese, Chinese style here. Anyway, so as you can see, beautiful piece of property surrounded by beautiful homes. Anyway, we have two maple trees. These are vine maples that are in this courtyard, and they're up against the neighbors. These are townhouses. These are attached townhouses on a very nice golf course. And these trees, the client asked me to take these trees out. They both are diseased with verticillium wilt, a fungal root disease, and this tree especially is dying. This vine maple here, you can see evidence of that. The leaves are off right now. It is in February. But he wanted me to take these out. And I told him, I said, if we take these out, see the beautiful shadows that these trees are casting on the neighbor's garage. But if you take these trees out, you're going to have absolutely this big, awful, gray colored wall here to stare at. And it's just going to detract from the courtyard. So I tried to raise the awareness of this client, and I said, look at these beautiful trees. Look at the moss, the lichens look at this tree, for example. I said, how about, you look down here on the moss at the base of the trees, just covered with moss. It's really beautiful. I said, how about we turn these into pieces of artwork? Cut off all the branches and leave this as yard art, as a kind of type of a habitat tree, so the mosses and lichens and any other wildlife that might eventually get on this tree can live on this tree. And this tree over here has, the neighboring tree has some beautiful fungus growing on it that's really quite beautiful. This is a very, very Japanese thing to do, is to leave things in a natural state. I told the client, I said, we go out in the woods and we see broken trees and we see stumps and with life growing out of them, and we see all kinds of things like that, and we think it's beautiful out in the woods. But then when it comes into our yard, we want to cut everything down and just have everything perfect. How about we just bring some of that forest concept into the yard here, and let's see how we like it. And if we don't like it, we're going to cut these down, kind of sculpture them a little bit. If we don't like it, we can always take them out later. So anyway, this is the before. The next video will be the after I get done shaping and pruning these down into kind of a sculpted form. So this is what we have after I very discreetly shaped these. And now we have something, an interesting kind of a feature, an artistic, almost architectural feature up against this wall that would otherwise be a blank wall staring at you. And we have these what's left of these two vine maples, and it's very interesting. It won't show up in this video, but the sun came out a little earlier, and the shadows were playing from the trees, were playing up against the side of the building. Just imagine shadows back there. It created it was very visually appealing and almost a little bit dramatic. So anyway, there we go. And I actually, these trees were on their way out, but I scored the base of the trees and cut the cambium so that they would die the rest of the way. And then we're going to let some of these sprouts come up. Both of these trees, this tree have sprouts. The roots are still alive, and then we'll send up some sprouts. And we're going to let the sprouts grow up. This one has sprouts too. let sprouts grow up, and maybe let a plethora of sprouts grow up around the base of this tree. So these trunks will be growing up out of sprouts. We'll see how that goes, and maybe trim and prune some of them so that it looks halfway decent. But that's what we have now, and this is what can be done. And the client and his wife they're both very happy. So thinking outside the box.